Start. This transformation from a plant to a finished product involves three types of economic activities. Stop. These are primary, secondary and tertiary activities. Stop. Primary activities include all those connected with extraction and production of natural resources. Stop. Agriculture, fishing and gathering are good examples. Stop. Secondary activities are concerned with the processing of these resources. Stop. Manufacturing of steel, baking of bread and weaving of cloth are examples of these activities. Stop. Tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary sector through services. Stop. Transport, trade, banking, insurance and advertisement are examples of tertiary activities. Stop. Agriculture is a primary activity. Stop. It includes growing crops, fruits, vegetables, flowers and rearing of livestock. Stop. In the world, 50% of persons are engaged in agricultural activities. Stop. 2/3 of India's population is still depend on agriculture. Stop. Favorable topography of soil and climate are vital for agricultural activity. Stop. The land on which the crops are grown is known as arable land. Stop. You can see that agriculture activity is concentrated in those regions of the world where suitable factors for the growing of crops exist. Stop. Agriculture of farming can be looked at a system. Stop. The important inputs are seeds, fertilizer, machinery and labor. Stop. Some of the operations involved are plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding and harvesting. Stop. The outputs from the system include crops, wool, dairy and poultry products. Stop. Farming is the practice in various ways across the world. Stop. Depending upon the geographical conditions, demand of produce, labor and level of technology, farming can be classified into two main types. Stop. These are subsistence farming and commercial farming. Stop. This type of farming is practiced to meet the needs of the farmer's family. Stop. Traditionally, low levels of technology and household labor are used to produce on small output. Stop. Subsistence farming can be further classified an intensive subsistence and primitive subsistence farming. Stop. In intensive subsistence agriculture, the farmer cultivates a small plot of land using simple tools and more labor. Stop. Climate with large number of days with sunshine and fertile soils permit growing of more than one crop annually on the same plot. Stop. Rice is the main crop. Stop. Other crops include wheat, maize, pulses and oilseeds. Stop. Intensive subsistence agriculture is prevalent in the thickly populated areas of the monsoon regions of South, Southeast and East Asia. Stop. Primitive subsistence agriculture includes shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Stop. Shifting cultivation is practiced in the thickly forest areas of Amazon basin, tropical Africa, parts of Southeast Asia and Northeast India. Stop. These are the areas of heavy rainfall and quick regeneration of vegetation. Stop. A plot of land is cleared by falling the trees and burning them. Stop. The ashes are then mixed with the soil and crops like maize, yarn, potatoes and kvass are grown. Stop. After the soil loses its fertility, the land is abandoned and the cultivator moves to a new plot. Stop. Shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Stop. Nomadic herding is practiced in the semi-arid and arid regions of Sahara, central area and some parts of India, like Rajasthan and Jammu and Kashmir. Stop. In this type of farming, herdsmen move from place to place with their animals for fodder and water. Stop. Along defined routes. Stop. This type of movement arises in response to climate constraints and terrain. Stop. Sheep, camel, yak and goat are most commonly reared. Stop. They provide milk, meat, wool, hides and other products to the herders and their families. Stop. In commercial farming, crops are grown and animals are reared for sale in market. Stop. The area cultivated and the amount of the capital used is large. Stop. Most of the work is done by machines. Stop. Commercial farming includes commercial grain farming, mixed farming and plantation agriculture. Stop. In commercial grains, farming crops are grown for commercial purpose. Stop. Wheat and maize are common commercially grown grains. Stop. Major areas where commercial grain farming is praised are temperate grasslands of North America, Europe and Asia. Stop. These areas are sparsely populated with large farms spreading over hundreds of hectares. Stop. Severe winters restricts the growing season and only a single crop can be grown. Stop. In mixed farming, the land is used for growing food and fodder crops and rearing livestock. Stop. It is practiced in Europe, Eastern USA, Australia, New Zealand and South Africa. Stop. Plantations are a type of commercial farming where single crop of tea, coffee, sugarcane, cashew, rubber, banana or cotton are grown. Stop. Large amount of labor and capital are required. Stop. The produce may be processed on the farm itself or in the tropical regions of the world. Stop. Rubber in Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka are some examples. Stop. A large variety of crops are grown to meet the requirements of the growing population. Stop. Crops also supply raw materials for agro-based industries. Stop. Major food crops are wheat, rice, maize and millets. Stop. Jute and cotton are fiber crops. Stop. Important beverages crops are tea and coffee. Stop. Rice is the major food crop of the world. Stop. This is the staple diet of the tropical and subtropical regions. Stop. Rice needs high temperature, high humidity and rainfall. Stop. It grows best in alluvial clay soil, which can retain water. Stop. China leads in the production of rice, followed by India, Japan, Sri Lanka and Egypt. Stop. In favorable climatic conditions, as in West Bengal, and 2 to 3 crops are grown in a year. Stop. Wheat requires moderate temperature and rainfall during growing season and bright sunshine at the time of harvest. Stop. It thrives best in well-drained loamy soil. Stop. What is grown extensively in USA, Canada, Russia, Australia and India. Stop. In India, it is grown in winter. Stop. They are also known as grains and can be grown on less fertile and sandy soils. Stop. It is a hard crop that needs low rainfall and high to moderate temperature and adequate rainfall. Stop. Bajra and ragi are grown in India. Stop. Other countries are China and Nigeria. Stop. Cotton requires high temperature, light rainfall, 200 and then frost-free days and bright sunshine for its growth. Stop. It grows best on black and alluvial soil. Stop. China, USA, India, Pakistan and Egypt are the leading producers of cotton. Stop. It is one of the main raw materials for the cotton textile industry. Stop.